Hey everyone, this is PokemonNerdNation, and today I have the start to an 18-part series of Top 5's. Yes, this is not coming as a surprise to you since you've already read the title, but I thought I should tell you anyway, just in case you can't read. And you're watching it because of the thumbnail. Because there's boobs in the thumbnail. But there aren't any boobs. Just Pokemon. So yeah. Awkwardness. Alright, so for the rules of these lists, there aren't any rules. You might want to know that most of these will be based on designs of Pokemon and not based on how they are competitively. Yet, I will give you guys information on how they are competitively, just in case you want to know. I still don't know what we're going to do about double-type Pokemon. So if you have any suggestions for that, please leave it in the comments below, because most of the Pokemon in all these lists are going to be double-typed. Just a heads up. Because most of my favorite Pokemon are double-typed, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, I went to random.org after I labeled all of the types from 1 to 18, and random.org selected 7. So today, we are going to be starting off with the Poison type. The Poison type is actually a pretty freaking awesome type. It has also become very useful in the 6th gen because it is now super effective to Fairy types. But there are only 61 Poison type Pokemon. I believe 61. Don't hold me on that. Poison usually works the same in most, if not all, RPGs, and Pokemon is no exception. You hit something with a poisoning attack, and it whittles down their HP until they either die or you hit it with something to knock it out or kill it, whichever way you want to look at it. So, now that you have a little background information on Poison that you really didn't even need to know since you're watching a Poison-type Pokemon Top 5 favorite list, but you know why I gave you that information? Because I am awesome. And if you didn't know, I wanted you to be awesome too. So, yeah. Anyway, stupid jokes aside that don't even make sense, let's continue on to the list. At number 5, we have Nidoking. Nidoking is a very strong and useful Pokemon. He can even learn things like Surf and Waterfall, strangely enough. He is also designed quite awesomely, with big spine spikes, purpleness, and a head horn. IDK, horns are cool. His name also has King in it. It means you can't not like this Pokemon. It would be treason to not like this Pokemon. I think. Yeah. But anyway, Nidoking is awesome. Awesome Poison type. Poison / ground. He's super strong. Anyway, let's continue to number 4. And I said anyway way too many times. At number 4, we have Ariados. Ariados is a badass spider. I hate real spiders, so if he can make me love him, it has to be pretty freaking cool. I think Ariados' design is pretty awesome. To be honest though, he is a pretty sucky Pokemon competitively, but in the story game, you can get through the game with minimal problems. But anyway, he's still really cool looking, has a horny spiky thing, don't know why they're cool, but they're cool. To continue, at number 3, we have Toxicroak. This badass fighting frog toad thingamabob is awesome. He is awesome competitively. He has spikes / stingers on his hands, and again, on his head, he has the head spike / horn of awesomeness. Seriously, if someone can tell me why horns and spikes are so cool, that'd be cool. Lol. At number 2, we have Roserade. Roserade is an awesome rose Pokemon. I think this Pokemon perfectly explains an actual rose in real life. It is beautiful, but can hurt you in an instant if you are not careful. This Pokemon has great stats, looks awesome, and can wreak havoc competitively. But has no horns or spikes to speak of, which is sad. And at number 1, we have Gengar. Either this is a surprise for you because you thought he would be in the Ghost Pokemon list, or it was totally foreseen. Whichever way, you can't say this Pokemon isn't badass, especially with its Mega Evolution. I mean, it was freaking banned for Christ's sakes. On Smogon, if you follow the Smogon rules. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, it just depends on who I'm playing. But this Pokemon is one of the originals. By the way, I'm not a Gen 1er. That I've loved ever since episode 23 of Pokemon, which was its debut. I think the episode was called like Tower of Terror or something like that. Pretty generic name. I loved it then, and I love it now. It's badass design-wise and badass competitive-wise. And it has spine spikes, which are awesome. Seriously, someone tell me why spikes and horns are so awesome? Alright guys, that is my top 5 poison-type Pokemon. So please like this video and leave comments and video responses on your top 5 poison-type Pokemon. See you guys next time!